Be the parent today that you want your kids to remember tomorrow. Namaskar, friends. In today's scenario, I would like to quote Henry Ford, who said, "When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the plane takes off against the wind, not with it." Yes, these are the adverse situations which we are handling beautifully. In sitting in our homes, we are safe because we are abiding by the rules and the norms laid down by our respective governments. At the same time, yes, each one of us wants to be safe and does not want to fall victim to this coronavirus. This lockdown period has been an induction program for all of us as to how we can manage the unmanageable, how we can face the most adverse, and how we should not be succumbing to the most intimidating factors or situations in our lives. And I feel that the biggest population which is facing or which is really being affected by this induction program is our children, our students, who are really locked up at home because they have not learned how to stay without fidgeting, and who have not learned how to stay still and not to be jumping around or not doing the activities what they always enjoyed. My dear friends, together we all can bring about a change in this generation of our young children. We can save our children from the lasting psychological distress caused by this coronavirus. Undoubtedly, the new virtual classes have taken off very well across the country, and parents are also making a lot of efforts, and they are concerned about their child's educational attainment, and they are also ensuring that all the school learning which is happening is going largely undisrupted in within whatever means they have. Although these measures are commendable and they were necessary, yet there are reasons to be concerned because the school closure and the confinement to home is because of this disease outbreak is definitely showing up with a lot of negative effects on physical and mental well-being of our children. This is what is the concern, and my address to all the parents today, that we definitely need to look into the psychosocial impact of this lockdown, which is which is affecting our children. Surveys have shown that whenever children have stayed home for a longer period of time, may it be a summer vacation or an Easter break or any kind of vacation, they end up becoming physically inactive. They end up developing faulty sleep patterns, faulty eating habits, and they gain weight. At the same time, their cardiorespiratory fitness goes down. It does show that. At the same time, surveys have also reflected that the post-traumatic stress scores reflected by those children who have been quarantined are much more, 4 times more in fact, than the children who have not been quarantined. Largely, the lifestyle changes, the psychosocial stress caused by this home confinement is further aggravating and is showing up with the detrimental effects on the child's physical and mental health, which is now creating a vicious circle. And this is where I want to request all the parents to please provide a very secure environment, because you are the closest and the best resource for the child to seek help from, to whom the child can talk. But yet, and in spite of we all talking or having spoken about the healthy times and the good quality time and the good family time now, which was being spent and has been spent by the families, yet students are calling through helplines or through direct numbers that they have and reporting of distress, not only because of loneliness or of the boredom or of missing out on their friends, But it is very sad. The children who never wanted to believe that an abusive relationship existed between the parents, now they are being exposed for a larger period of time. Undoubtedly, the livelihood has been affected. Businesses have been affected. Everybody is working from home. The lady of the house does not have the help. But does that mean that we went out of anger on each other? Or we just sit down with a bottle of an alcohol and we feel that, yes, okay, this alcohol is going to give me a way to fight out the reality that you don't want to accept. It is very important. Mind you, your children are watching you and they're becoming fearful, because this is the other side of the relationship, of a very secure relationship that they're seeing. Please do not expose your children sitting at home to the brawls between you and your spouse or the extended families. Let's not end up, letting the anger out on the child. Children are saying, they are reporting, पहले तो पापा नहीं मारते थे या मम्मी पापा ऐसे नहीं लड़ते थे, बट आजकल तो कोई भी बात होती है हम मेरे को थप्पड़ पड़ जाता है. What are we heading for? We need to address this. It is serious. And it is only on the basis of a lot of inputs that we counselors are getting. Through helplines, through mails, through direct sessions for depression. Imagine a child calling up that, ma'am, I'm feeling very depressed. As it is, so much of screen time is, creating a havoc in their emotions. The children are also reporting that they are definitely not finding these virtual classes very interesting, But whatever, we have to deal with the situation and we have to deal it very positively. At the same time, cases have been reported, or parents have called up and reported of their child just going out for a little stroll, and maybe they get a feeling that probably the child is indulging in some kind of substance abuse. Just to overcome or handle this situation of loneliness or boredom. Please look into this. It's a plea to the parents. Do not let your child drift away and get into a web of all those faulty behaviors. And let not this be a byproduct of corona in your homes. It is a request that you help your child to deal with these fears, help them to and guide them that how they should be able to walk in pain and fear and in moments of loneliness and despair in future also. They need a lot of kindness, they need a lot of affection, and they need a lot of refreshment through good behaviors. As adults, you all have and must have gone through lots and probably are able to cope up. But for students, for children, it is for the first time from any age. So my dear friends, it is a request that it's not what we keep our children away from can save them. It is what we put inside them at the first place. Please take care of your environments at home and see to it that they are very positive for children who are staying at home and they are making an effort to cope up with these virtual classes. Help them develop their concentration and attention through various games and various activities. Take care. Thank you. Have a good time ahead.